coming and coming. If you hand over to government to maintain, they budget the money and share it.
To live in that particular place that the house is. So it's supposed government will be compensate them so that and pay them and relocate them to where they are going and build another house for them.
Careful engineering and management to meet human needs. Hello everyone, and thanks for being with us on this episode of Property Doctor. If you stumbled on this channel right now, please wait and watch. There's something very important you need to know about your buildings and your built environment. Please don't go away. My name is Fumi Amunega Ajayi, also known as your Property Doctor. You can connect with us on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube like you're doing right now at Property Doctor NG, and on Twitter at property.ng. Please click on the like button if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button and join this family so that we'll continue to grow and we'll give you tips on how to manage your buildings and maintain your buildings very well. The rains are here. Excess rainfall can cause flooding, and this can become a natural disaster if it is not managed properly. Although here in Nigeria, we do not have other natural disasters such as earthquakes, hurricanes, tornadoes, and so on. Thank God for that. But we need to manage our rainfall, because excess rainfall can cause flooding, which simply means the covering of or submerging of the normally dry land with a large amount of water. So everywhere will be flooded and you have so much water on the dry land. Excess rainfall should be prepared for. It should be prepared for and managed, maintained, and controlled so that it doesn't become disastrous to the people in the environment. I tell you, many countries will pray to be like ours here in Nigeria, where they will have just rainfall to take care of, because they will joyfully prepare for it. When the rains come, a group of people are happy. Those in the agricultural sector will be happy, while those in the construction world or those traders in the market may not really enjoy their own kind of job because of the weather. So those in the construction sector will not be able to excavate properly, and those traders like Nigerians will say no market, things like that. So everybody needs to prepare for the rainfall. Well, today I'm talking about rain-induced flooding. This is the flooding that is caused by excessive rainfall, like I mentioned earlier. Is there anything like excessive rainfall? Well, in my opinion, I don't want to say so, because, you know, while some are praying for the rain, others have more than enough. Some can even induce rainfall. You know, that is science. In those areas where they don't have rainfall, they can do a little bit of management of the weather to cause rainfall. So little things can cause flooding. We talked about indoor flooding in one of our videos. That's the flooding that occur in our homes. That is, it's occurring inside the buildings, while the outdoor flooding is occurring outside of the building, generally caused by many things. But today we are just talking about the flooding that is caused by rain, excessive rainfall. So the causes of this flooding is something that we take for granted. This flooding occurs mostly because when the rain falls, it does not have a proper channel and place to empty itself. It remains on the land surface and does not move away from there. Sometimes it flows within a great speed or velocity, and water that has not been planned to move out properly or to evacuate itself properly will end up creating its own path of movement and can move anything on its path, and that could be dangerous. Sometimes buildings and people or things or anything can be on the path of this excessive flood, and it can destroy our roads as well. I mean, roads that are poorly constructed. You know, when you have excessive rainfall, the effect is so much, and it can affect a lot of things. can affect our time, our productivity. Talking about this excessive rainfall is not something that we should take for granted. We should do something. So the things that I think we should do is create a channel for the flow of excess water on the surface, prepare for the evacuation of this excessive water, and make sure that the water is properly channeled and there is a place for the water to empty itself. We need to prepare the roads properly so that it can have a gentle slope, directing the water out of the road so that the water does not remain on the surface of the road. This can cause flooding on the road. Apart from flooding, when the water remains on the road surface, it can become a problem for that road as well. It makes the road to deteriorate faster, because when you watch videos on road management and other surface infrastructural management, you understand better what I'm talking about. So we have to prepare for the evacuation of water. Another thing we need to do is to prepare for drainage. This involves the method of construction of the drainage system. We know our climate and the weather conditions here. Thank God we have experts who can even tell when to expect the rain. Sometimes they can even tell you, expect light shower, expect thunderstorm, expect this and that. And they can even tell you the time. They can predict some of these times that some of these things can happen. All this information they can give to you. And when you have this information, we need to plan and make sure that our environment is safe. Even it can affect us individually. You can plan our movement, our work, and things generally. Now, when you have prepared your drainage, you need to dispose your trash effectively and properly. Don't block your drains with trash or your waste product. Prepare for evacuation of this waste. Do not pour them on the pathway or on the ground or on the drainage, because it can block the drainage system. Sometimes we have inspection chambers on the road or manhole where you can do services. If you block this water on the surface, you block the drain, the water on the surface will not be able to flow to the channel that has been provided. So it's important we dispose our trash or our refuse properly so that we do not block the channel that has been created for water, that is the drainage system. Another important thing I'll be talking about is your building. We talked about the environment. When building your house, make sure the level of your house is higher than that of the road, so as to avoid excessive water on the surface, I beg your pardon, from entering into your building. You can be threatened by just a little flood, and the water coming into your building can introduce other things into your building. You can also prepare your landscape to channel water out of your building by planting trees or flood control plants. You know what? You cannot stop the rains. We have been blessed with it. This is our climate. We can enjoy it by doing the right thing. Do you know any other thing we need to do to help us preserve our environment by avoiding rain-induced flooding? You can leave a comment below to tell us your own opinion. Thank you for being with us on this episode of Property Doctor. I hope you enjoyed this topic and I hope you learned something. We expect to see you same time next week for another interesting episode of Property Doctor. Please don't forget to click the like button if you enjoyed this episode and the subscribe button. We want you to join us to be our family so that you can become one of us and enjoy your buildings better and maintain them, and also for you to save money. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day.